Alright, hello YouTube. Today we will be doing a weapons tier list. Well, not quite. It's more of like the best 4-star and 5-star weapon of every category in terms of versatility, and if you get a single copy of it, how many characters can use it and such, yeah? First, we go to an archive, because it's easier this way. Click on equipment, and we'll start with sword. On 4-star, I guess we can start with 3-star sword, right? For 3-star sword, Harbinger of Dawn is like the thing that stands out, right? It's the weapon that mainly used for like freeze team characters or like Albedo. If you don't have his signature weapon. Well, I assume most people won't have Albedo's signature weapon because the signature weapon was a limited time weapon that doesn't come back, so. For 4-star sword, the most general usage, I think the weapon that everyone uses is Xingqiu on Sacrificial or Favonius, right? Man, so many characters can use Favonius, man. The damage is low for sure, but energy. The energy it gives is insane. Just run ER. Sometimes it's just better for your team to keep spamming bursts than one character doing 40% more damage. Let's go for 5-star. I'm pretty sure it's no surprise to anyone. The best 5-star weapon of sword to get a single copy of is Primordial Jade Cutter. Now we know, everyone knows, a Mist-Splitter Reforged will do more damage than a Primordial Jade Cutter on specific, very specific scenarios where you hit all the tick box, hit all the check mark, get all the situation right, it'll do more damage, right? It'll do quite a bit more damage, but it's tedious, it's annoying. And not every character can use Mist-Splitter, whereas Primordial, you can have like the shittiest artifact in game, use Jade Cutter, and it's perfect. You know why the Jade Cutter is good? It gives you 44 crit rate at Refinement 1. So 44.1 crit rate is around 88.2% CV, which is like crit rate times 2 plus crit damage is CV, the crit value, right? 88.2 crit value is higher than a Refinement 5 Skyward Harp. The other thing is that the refinement on Primordial Jade doesn't matter. From Refinement 1 to Refinement 5, you get like 200 more flat attack. If there's one thing I would do if I can turn back time, I would not refine Jade Cutter and just keep like 5 copies. So yeah, don't refine Jade Cutter. A single copy of Jade Cutter is glorious. It's goddamn amazing, right? For sword, Jade Cutter would be my choice for the best possible sword to get a single copy of, because 90% of character can use the sword. Even if you have bad artifacts, this weapon will make your character strong just because of how high the crit rate is. Yeah? The only exception is maybe if you're using Ayaka on a freeze team with the Cryo set. Because like, okay, Cryo Resonance gives you 15 to 30 crit rate. And then the Cryo set gives you how much again? Like, a lot more crit rate, right? Yeah, 40% more crit rate. You have so much crit rate already, so you might as well just run anything else. Alright, Claymore! Do we have any standout 3-star Claymore? The Bait Club. I remember back in the old days, in Genshin 1.0, when all the guides online were telling you to use the Bait Club on Noel and Dilu. The good old days, when everyone doesn't know about the game. When everyone thought D-Luke and Glee were top tier DPS and Bennett was budget D-Luke. I'm not sure about 3-star weapon, but I think the Bait Club kinda... It has its reason why it was strong, right? The passive is so easily to use. If you use Elemental Skill, your normal and charge attack does more damage than an AoE. Once every 3 seconds, extra bonus damage, good attack percentage, and decent stat. For 3-star, yeah. For 4-star, I think 4-star is where it gets hard, right? Because Claymore has a lot of good 4-star. Claymore has too much good 4-star weapon, and I think that was the problem, right? That was the problem at the start of Genshin, yeah? Favonius for ER, Sacrificial for Chongyun, Prototype Archaic was the general usage Claymore that every character can use, right? Regardless if you build Elemental, if you build Physical, right? It gives you high amount of base attack, good attack percentage, and everyone can use it. Black Cliff Slasher just gives you crit damage. Serpent Spine is borderline competing with a lot of 5-star Claymore even, if you have high refinement on Serpent Spine. Snow Tomb for Physical, and Luxurious Sea Lord for Elemental Burst, right? Claymore have so much good 4-star weapon option, but I think the standout would be Prototype, Sea Lord, and Serpent Spine. These 3 are the Claymore weapons that you can generally use on everyone. Unfortunately, Luxurious Sea Lord is a time-limited weapon, and Serpent Spine is a Battle Pass weapon, so it's either prototype left, right? The difference in damage between prototype and Blackcliff Slasher, it's easily distinguishable. So if you have any form of attack buffer, then Blackcliff is better than prototype. So Luxurious Sea Lord, the stat is 55 attack percentage, 454 attack, and this passive, right? Increase elemental burst by 24%, which is basically a noblesse set, right? 2-piece, 20% damage bonus, which is insane for a lot of characters, especially Eula. Prototype, this AoE attack scales with physical damage, but the number is so high, even if you don't build physical damage, you probably do like what, 5k, 10k damage with the bonus. Very high base attack. Serpent, 27 crit rate. A lot of people have done a lot of tests with Serpent Spine, and it ended up beating a lot of the other Claymore, even at high refinement, right? Like the other 5-star Claymore, just because 30 to 50% damage bonus is basically adding another goblet. Since all damage bonus are additive, 30 to 50% damage bonus is like adding another elemental goblet to your character, which is f***ing insane, right? That's why it's OP. Alright, next we go for 5-star. I feel like 5-star Claymore is where it gets weird, right? What would be the best general usage 5-star Claymore? I'm still leaning towards Wolf Gravestone. Like, the other Claymores are super strong, but in super specific scenarios, right? Red Horn, defense scaling. Song of Broken Pines, physical damage. Wolf Gravestone, everyone, right? Wolf Gravestone is like useful for every character. Wolf's Gravestone has one job, right? It gives you a ton of attack percentage. And 90% of character in game scales with attack percentage. Even Ito and Noelle scale with attack percentage. Ito and Noelle damage still scales with attack percentage. They just convert their defense into attack, right? Except this passive, right? Yeah, but they still scale with attack. So it's kind of generally useful still. So Gravestone, right? Gravestone will be the most general usage. I think at Refinement 1, it's like 20% attack, right? So it'll be like 69% attack, right? At Refinement 1 with 608 base. Lots of attack, lots of attack. And that's just it, right? Wolf Gravestone would be the choice for the most general usage 5-star Claymore. The best general usage 4-star bow that any character can use. Like, a lot of the bow's passives are super situational, right? Rust is only normal attack. Alley Hunter is only if you're not in the field. Hamayumi is like, you don't want to cast your skills. Prototype, you have to shoot an enemy head. Compound is physical. Windbloom Ode is after you E and wait a bit. And so the most general usage is Blackcliff, no? I guess Blackcliff and Favonius are being used a lot, right? Stringless was used a lot at the start of the game, but I feel like it's being used less now. Because people come to value having more consistency, energy gain for your team rather than more damage, right? Keeping your damage rotation is more important than one character doing a bit more damage. So Favonius or Blackcliff, right? And Veridicent Bow? Oh yeah, the Veridicent Bow as well. The Veridicent Bow, but it's a Battle Pass. I'm trying to avoid Battle Pass weapon a bit, but I get... Okay, so can I just assume the Battle Pass weapon will always be there? The Battle Pass has been the same forever. So, I guess, yeah. I guess so we can assume the Battle Pass weapon will always be there. How about that? So the Battle Pass Bow gives you like a mini Venti Tornado when you attack an enemy with a normal or charge attack. There's like a little bit of CC. The aura is very small, but it is crowd control, so it's pretty good. And it gives you crit rate, right? It's the only weapon in game that gives you crowd control, right? So it's the only weapon in game with crowd control, which makes it very unique. It has good stat as well. It's 27 crit rate at level 90, right? It's great. Beautiful. So for 4-star bow, I guess we can go with Veridicent or Blackcliff, right? For 5-star bow, I would say Skyward Harp if Polar Star didn't exist. Skyward Harp at Refinement 1 gives you 22 crit rate and 20 crit damage, right? 22.1 crit rate and 20 crit damage, which gives it 64% CV, right? Polar Star gives you 33.1 crit rate, so it gives you 66% CV. But it also gives you 12% damage on elemental skill and elemental burst, on top of it giving you stacks that give you attack percentage. Yeah, I know I didn't pull for Polar Star, alright? I didn't pull for Polar Star because I was broke, alright? Fake whale, no Polar Star. The best 5-star bow to get a single copy of, I'd say would be Polar Star because it gives you so much stat. It gives you crit rate, damage bonus, and attack percentage. Skyward gives you crit rate, crit damage. This gives you everything. Next, we will go over Polearm. 3-star Polearm. So, for 3-star, this will be the weapon you use. It looks like an NPC weapon. You look like an NPC, okay? Alright. Great weapon, good stats, good bonus. 3-star is its problem. Alright, there you go. 4-star. What's general usage? 4-star Spear. I'm thinking the Cache, Deathmatch, and Blacklift. Any character can use these weapons. Okay, the only annoying thing about the Cache is you have to do the fishing system of Genshin Impact, and I'll be honest, probably I don't want to do the fishing system. Fishing in Genshin is so pain because fishing in Genshin, the fish respawn in real time. You have to wait 3 days in real time. It's pain. It's dumb. So the Catch gives you 45 ER, 510 base attack, increase elemental burst damage by 32%, and elemental burst crit rate by 12%. Great weapon! Most characters can use it unless you're using Zhao or Hu Tao, I guess. Just come to other people's world to get them? Yeah, but that will require you to have some friends. And we know for damn sure Genshin players don't have friends. Alright, there we go. Deathmatch gives you like, what, 36 crit rate or something? I feel like Favonius Spear is the way. I feel like Favonius Spear is the only spear that gives you high it's the only Favonius weapon with high base attack, right? Because like Blacklift is useful, but just for the crit damage, right? It has good stat spread. 55 crit damage, 510 base attack. Great stat. Very high stat. Favonius gives you ER. Once again, the problem between ER versus more damage for a single character, right? So Favonius can be used for a lot of characters as well. It has very high base attack, right? 5/6/5, so very high base attack. Yeah, there's no sacrificial lance, right? Like, sacrificial weapon allows you to cast your ability again after you use your elemental skill, right? Like, imagine we have sacrificial lance, right? Toma would have been useful. Actually, like, a sacrificial might be a little bit too OP on spear characters, for sure. Alright, so, let's go once again for the 4-star, right? For the 4-star, I would say the Catch, Favonius, and Deathmatch. We kind of briefly go over Deathmatch. It has very low base attack, but it has a shit ton of crit rate, and the passive is really cool. The base attack is low at level 90. I think it's like, what, 454 base attack, but it has like very high crit rate, like almost 40% crit rate. And the passive is like, you gain attack and defense if there's 2 enemies or more, and you gain a lot of attack if there's only 1 enemy. Great weapon. For 5-star, 5-star Polearm. What is the most universal 5-star Polearm? I don't even... Thank you for the Yahoo, but yeah. Good one. Alright, good timing. Why not? Good timing. It's so easy. Which one is better than this shit? But yeah, Staff of Homa. Okay, Staff of Homa was designed to be used if your character scales with HP. But MiHoYo f***ed up and gave the weapon too much stat. It gives you 66.2 crit damage, 608 base attack, and the passive. Even if you don't scale with HP, even if you don't have refinement on this weapon, you can still f***ing use this weapon because it gives you so much attack and crit damage for no f***ing reason. Engulfing Lightning is a good weapon, yeah, for sure. ER, but it's very specific for Raiden, I'd say. I feel like even for Raiden, you can still use Staff of Homa. Most people can still use Staff of Homa. Calamity Queller. Calamity Queller, Zhao and Shenhe are the 2 I can think about. But generally, it's these 2, right? So the best possible Polearm weapon you use at Refinement 1, I'm pretty sure everyone agrees would be Staff of Homa. It's so universal, every character can use it even. It's great. It's fucking beautiful. Staff of Homeless, yeah. The meme. Lastly, we go for Catalyst. And I know every fucking theory crafter has like a raging boner whenever they mention this weapon, but Thrilling Tales of Dragon Slayer is the best 3-star catalyst in-game. It's a free wolf gravestone for 1 character. Slap this on Barbara, slap this on Sucrose, heck, even fucking Lisa. And you swap over your main DPS, you get 48% free attack for 10 seconds. Great. Fucking beautiful. Right, 4-star Catalyst. So, the best 5-star, the best 4-star catalyst would be Witsit or Solar Pearl. Because Solar Pearl, whenever you use normal attack, you increase elemental skill and elemental burst damage by 20%. Vice versa, if you use elemental skill, elemental burst, normal attack increased by 20%. Gives you like 27 crit rate, 510 base attack. Useful for like almost every character. Normal attack, elemental skill, elemental burst. If you use charge attack, well, you know, unfortunate. Use like anything else, right? Or use this, yeah? But generally, Solar Pearl. There you go. Best 4-star catalyst would be Solar Pearl. For the best 5-star catalyst. I'll be completely honest with you. All the catalysts 5-star in game right now suck absolute dick. Like, there was a time where people think Lost Prayer was a good weapon until they realize if you have a refinement 1 Lost Prayer and a refinement 1 Skyward Atlas, you have to sit on Lost Prayer for like what? 8 seconds for it to outdamage Skyward Atlas unless you have an attack buffer. You kinda just use Lost Prayer for the crit rate. The passive is kinda garbage. So the best 5-star catalyst weapon right now would be the Everlasting Moonclaw because it's the only weapon in game that gives you healing bonus % and allows you to convert healing bonus and HP for more damage for Kokomi. And as we all know, Kokomi is the best 5-star catalyst user in the game. I'm joking, there's no f***ing good 5-star catalyst weapon right now. Maybe, but like... You know, the only reason I'm picking Everlasting Moonclaw as the best 5-star catalyst weapon in game, the donut, is mainly because there's another 5-star catalyst weapon that has the same color in the near future or something. I don't know, my dreams are getting too vivid nowadays. But I'm just feeling like MiHoYo has to do catalyst weapon justice, right? It's been so long since we got a good catalyst weapon. So, my thought would be... what if MiHoYo release a very strong catalyst weapon in the future, you know? It's like how Claymore finally got a crit damage Claymore in the terms of Red Horn. The Red Horn Claymore, right? So, Catalyst doesn't have a crit damage catalyst yet for 5-star. So maybe MiHoYo will just release a 5-star catalyst with like crit damage stats. I don't know, man. Who knows? For now, for Catalyst, I would say there's no guarantee good catalyst weapon for 5-star, so hold off on your summons if you're planning to main catalyst users, yeah? Anyways, that will be it for this little trying to be informative video about which weapon for 4-star, 5-star, and some 3-star mentions out there for weapons you should look out for if you want to build your account. This is more general. Of course, for a specific scenario, certain weapon may be better for some characters than other, but hopefully it'll be a good quick start for people starting Genshin Impact out there to look out for, yeah? Alright, anyways, that'll be all for today. See you next time, YouTube frogs. Alright, Biro, I did a f***ing outro. I hope you're happy.